I hope that you guys are having a fabulous day. My name is Robin. Thank you so much for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for commenting, etc. So our topic today is how love hurts. Yeah, I don't pick these topics. They pick me. So first things first, I'm already feeling emotional talking about this because I feel like love is all over the place, right? We have to laugh sometimes when things are difficult, period. And when we're working on healing the heart chakra, dealing with the pain that comes from difficulties in relationships, endings, that sort of thing, even new beginnings, it can be really challenging for people. And so there's a lot of sorrow and sadness around this topic, of course. So that's probably why I'm feeling that even trauma energy. So it can be really hard to find balance in relationships. Some of my other videos discuss some things like this about significant others, so feel free to check out my significant other video. You may find that that's a good one to get going when you're working with how to find balance, etc. The first thing that's coming up is not ever playing the blame shame game. So it's making sure that you're having fun in your relationships. The way we know when things aren't working out is when we're starting to blame the other person for our own issues. And this happens a lot. So it's really making sure that you're able to look at yourself in the mirror and know who you are and kind of what your own issues are. So it's really dealing with things head on for face value, getting exactly what you need out of yourself. So asking yourself if you're really, really happy with yourself in the relationship, because often it's your own feelings towards yourself. The other thing would be working through your difficulties, because if it's harming you, it's not helping you. That's the key thing. So making sure that you're putting some pressure on the relationship for it to improve. The other thing is finding compromise in situations. So if you're feeling like there's the energy between you there's always a disturbance, there isn't any peace, that sort of thing, it may be taking more time up for yourself to do some quiet contemplation. If you're starting to feel like you're feeling desperate, you're in a desperate energy, and again, this is whether you're with someone, not with someone, it doesn't matter. If you're feeling any desperation energy, that's when you really need to step aside and handle it and do some positive self-talk. Create some dialogue with your inner self, with your inner psyche in your mind. The key thing would be we want to have fun when we're working with relationships. Basically, it should be a lot of fun and games. It should be hilarious. There should be laughter. There should be abundance, generosity, kindness, that sort of thing. So ask yourself if you're feeling those things right now, because it could even be your relationship with your own heart. And you're going to find that that's where a lot of this stuff stems from. It's not the outside, it's actually the inside. So going back into generosity and kindness, one way we can improve with our heart chakra is by giving our time, giving ourselves, giving our self-time as well. So it's the giving energy. Some people struggle with the receiving, and that's where it gets really challenging, because if you're rejecting positive energy, then it's going to be really hard to find solutions to problems, because you're not really open to change. You're not really open to the gifts that are coming in. So it's really important that you're always finding a centering balance energy in the heart space. So continuing to act the way that you're acting, if you're not happy or joyful, then you're just kind of continuing that circle or that cycle. It could be that you are being hurt by the group of friends that you have, and there's constantly fighting or gossip or jealousy, things like that. So it's making sure that you're giving to people what you want back, that sort of thing. That would be the key to the whole, and then turn it. Reducing your stress as much as you can will help with keeping consistency in healthy relationships, making sure that you're trying to stay on top of the problems that are occurring in the groups that you're in, the group settings, because if you're having healthy dialogue in those relationships, it's easier to get a hold of something when something happens. It doesn't become this big talk, right? The other thing too is people get cheated on, things like that. People get lied to, and vice versa. We do it to others, and so it's sometimes it can be overwhelming, right? So the more you can reward yourself along the way, be proud of yourself for the good things that have been happening, and treating yourself better, the easier it's going to become to get over things, because you're seeing your own self-worth and value. The other thing that's coming up is when we look into the future, we want to feel like we have a good hold on our future. We know and see where our values are, and we want to continue that. So I feel like as we just take time to deal with our shadow side, deal with the aspects in ourselves that we're disliking at that moment, through the tools that we have, then we're going to find that you're starting to create like a positive flow in your life. Maybe you're creating a system for yourself that actually works. When we go back into being generous and being kind, sometimes we go through temporary stages where we are able to give and we're not able to give. And that's okay. So it's identifying with where we are. So it's being really honest with yourself, being yourself in terms of where you actually are. So it's all coming back to what I was saying at the beginning. And it's very much create a system for yourself. So if you don't know what that system is, I can help you with creating a system for yourself that works a little bit better when it comes to your balancing and finding more love and peace and kindness within in order to put that out to the exterior world. So do your gratitude practices, work on shifting and reflecting, and you're going to find that things will definitely be working more in a positive direction. Okay, take care and have an awesome day. Love you all. From my heart to yours. Bye.